Good afternoon. Today is the 28th of March. Um, it's a Wednesday. It's 1 p.m. and I'm in the Montparnasse area in Paris. So this is Montparnasse. The weather today is about 21 degrees. Yeah, 18 to 21 degrees. And it's a pretty cool area except that you don't get sun today. It's kind of cloudy. So that's the Montparnasse Tower. Okay, and where we're heading today is to the catacombs. So the catacombs of Paris, and it's right down this street. And so it's interesting because what happened was in the I think was like 16th century, there were quarries underneath Paris, and they had all these dugout areas, and in the 18th century, what happened was, for public health, the municipal, I guess the Paris government, started digging up the graveyards, right? And this is the Montparnasse Cemetery. Oh, I wanted to visit this place too. So yeah, I was talking about the catacombs. So what they did was, until 1861, they dug out all the bones from cemeteries like this, all over Paris, and put them underground, and put them in the quarries that were abandoned, right? So it's about 1.7 kilometers long, 20 feet underground, and so yeah, they started putting all the human remains and bones into the quarry. I think they call it the ossuary, where they put human remains and bones, and that ended in, I think 18 something. So then they named it catacombs, like as if it's a necropolis, like in Italy or Rome, but it's not. It's just a place of where they leave the bones. A necropolis would be a city of dead, right? So where they bury people. So they don't really bury people there. They just transferred the bones from the cemeteries like this to the catacombs. I haven't been back to Paris for like 6 years, and one of the things I like about the city is there are many things to love about the city, and some things not so good about the city. But one of the many things to love are the cemeteries. Oh my God, it's raining! Damn, the weather report didn't say it was going to rain. Okay, we'll just walk because there are trees, right? So it's beautiful. So one of the things I love about Paris are the cemeteries. Because it's really peaceful, and it sort of reminds me that no matter how fantastic you are, how rich you are, how good looking you are, or whatever, we all end up here, hopefully, a place like this, where we get remembered or not. But the thing is that we have this limited time. It's almost like, hey, you get born, you get given this car, which is your body, and then let's see what you do with it. And there's a limited time that you have, and so what are you going to do about it? Are you going to realize the potential of or live the way that that feels right for you, or are you gonna live another way? Are you gonna have regrets? Are you gonna to fit in? You do a lot of things that you don't mind doing, but you might not really do if you were given the choice. So what would you do with this limited time that you're given, right? So oh, that's beautiful. Lucien Deniso. Deniso. And especially in another cemetery, I think Père Lachaise. I can't remember, but that's another cemetery that I'm going to visit. You have all these. Jim Morrison is there, from the Doors. You have all these writers, composers, and then they're all underground right now. They're all part of the earth, you know. But what they did was they created things that, even though when they're gone, actually brought joy to people long after, you know. So, and also, of course, like I said, it reminds you that no matter how amazing you are, you know, you eventually go. So it's up to you to do what you can, your skills, your expertise, or your talents, while you're here, and find a way to give back, to bring joy and to bring, you know, good things to people even after you're gone. It's like the saying goes, right? Plant a tree where you'll never plant trees, even though you know you'll never be able to sit in its shade. Something like that. Anyways. Oh, this is a nice detour. Famille Bosseron. Famille Charles Guénier. Look at this, it's beautiful. There's stained glass inside. (1826) and 1883. Madame Dominique Mignon. Jean Coudray, officier, okay. Families. Oh. See how peaceful it is, man. So how I'm gonna walk to the catacombs with this rain, I'll figure it out. Hey. Here lies beautiful, is it daughter or what? Well, I'm not sure. My French sucks still, but it looks like a, yeah. So this is the Montparnasse Cemetery. Oh, that's a nice piece of art. (1838). That's like, you know, almost 200 years. I don't know how many people actually like walks in cemeteries, even back in Kuala Lumpur. You know, of course it's not as nice, but you know, I find it peaceful. I find it like an ode, respect people who I've not met, but who have gone, who have lived and gone before I came. And you can imagine how they lived their lives, right? How were their lives? They went through pain, they went through love, joy, everything, and they, families, loved ones. No different from what we're going through, just that we're at a different age. So our experiences in terms of what's around us and how we live our lives will be different. But what we go through as people, the feelings, our dreams, our hopes, our emotions, what we want to do, how we love, how we take care of each other, and all the shit that we go through. Well, the shit is there for us to go through so we grow, right? So, it's like a test. Every time you grow, you have a set of new skills and new knowledge, and it's like, okay, we'll give you a test, and this is a situation. Now, how are we going to use your mind, your abilities to overcome this and level up? So that's the adversities and the shit that we go through. That's how I see it anyway. So every tough situation, I know it's easy to say, but this is what I try to practice. Every difficult situation, every unexpected tough situation, it's like I throw you a challenge. Here you go, James. What you gonna do about it? How are you gonna handle this? So it's like, okay, let's step back. This is the situation. I can do this. I can't do this. Maybe I can figure it out another way. But the good thing is we always figure it out, right? There's always a way. It might not be the ideal way, the way that we want it to be, but there's always a way to figure things out and make things, overcome certain things, and by using your skills and your knowledge, and after that, after you've gone through that, you've got new skills and new abilities, right? Because you've gone through that before. Adolf. Look at that. This is like in the middle of Paris, and it's just, to me, it's better than a park. Because everyone's quiet. You know what I'm saying? Oh, the rain has stopped. So it was just a quick shower. It's 1:15 now. So there's still time for me to head over to the catacombs. But yeah, look at this. So 2 months ago, was it 2 months ago? Yeah. Yeah. I think it was end of March. Yes, end of March. So similarly, I was on the Nakasendo. I was walking in Nakasendo in Japan, and halfway through, okay, as I was walking, through the forest, there was a path to the right, and so I looked down and I said, "Hey, it's beautiful, the greens, the trees, So I went down the path, and I saw little statues and shrines. So I went to look at it, and it's a mini cemetery. It's in the middle of the forest. It's a mini cemetery, well taken care of. I guess it's part of the Nakasendo. So it's well taken care of, and again, it's peaceful. And back then, I was thinking, were these people who, during the samurai era, who was walking along this either from Edo, Tokyo, then from Kyoto. And they died along the way, and that's where they're buried, in this little cemetery, okay, along on the side of the path, of the main path, surrounded by greens and trees and nature. And when I was standing there, I could hear the wind was like the leaves are rustling, and it was beautiful. It was a beautiful experience. And so is this. Florist. So what are the florists doing here? I guess they sell flowers, I suppose. Maybe there's a flower shop. Okay, that's the other entrance to the cemetery. I think I came in from there, so I should turn right. Let's turn right. See, usually, you get this bad impression or dark impression of cemeteries, but you see people just walking through and it's beautifully kept. To me, it's just a beautiful sign of respect and acknowledgement for all those who have come and gone. And there will be more coming and going. One day I'll be gone too, and yeah. Beautiful flowers. Hello. Three people here. The Levra family. Levra. Oh, there's a Chinese family here. Man Yuet Fong, Man Kwong Yun, on ce qui est ses petits enfants and their children. We're heading to the center part of it. I can see there's a little green area up front. Oh, 13th Division, 2nd Division. Oh, look at this. Chapelle de 12 apôtres. Pardon? There's a little work of art there, sculpture. Could have been an artist when he was alive. Look at the flowers. Gorgeous. This time, this visit to France is part of like this 3 months journey I'm undertaking, and to explore what's around here. And it's different from previous times because a lot of things that are still unplanned. Hey, look at that. These kids are dancing in the cemetery and it's so cool. There's nothing to fear here, just respect. Yeah. Oh, there's another Chinese sort of gravestone there. Bonjour. Jung family. Famille Jung. I can't read this. I can't read Chinese. Hey, that's my surname, Jiang. Jung is Jiang, meh? I know it's Zhang, Chong, Jiang. I'm Chong. So that's the character there. That's my surname. That's awesome. Okay, this video is taking longer than I thought it would. That's the best part, right? I mean, you're heading somewhere and suddenly it's like, "Oi," and then you get detoured, and then you discover things you didn't see before, you didn't expect, you know? Like kids dancing and singing in a graveyard. Okay. Japan's, I think, is that way. Okay. Alright. Talk to you guys soon. Bye bye.